Follow us for a tour of El Moro, a piece of Puerto Rican history. Then we'll take you for a drive through colorful Old San Juan and grab your dancing shoes because we are heading down to La Placita in Santurce to end this day.
Taking my chances along with my dreams.
We headed out from Fajardo into San Juan and over to Old San Juan to visit El Moro on a Friday afternoon. Parking was only $2 to park very close to El Moro. It was a very windy day, so I couldn't talk into the recording, but it was beautiful. El Moro, also known as Castillo San Felipe del Moro, is a 6-level fortress located on the northwestern point of the islet of San Juan, Puerto Rico. It was built by the Spanish in the 16th century to protect the entrance to San Juan Bay. It was later expanded in the 18th century. El Moro is now a National Historic Site and a popular tourist destination. As you enter El Moro, you'll see the massive walls of the fortress rising up before you. The fort is constructed of a honey-colored stone called sandstone, and it has a distinctive star shape that makes it easy to spot from a distance. El Moro is now operated by the National Park Service and is part of the San Juan National Historic Site, which also includes the nearby Castillo de San Cristobal and the city walls of Old San Juan. General entrance into El Moro is only $10 a person. If we would have had our National Park Pass with us, we wouldn't have had to pay entrance fee, but that's okay. We were actually happy to make the donation. The 3 flags flown at El Moro are the U.S. flag, the Puerto Rican flag, and the Cross of Burgundy flag. The Cross of Burgundy flag is the old Spanish military flag which was flown at El Moro from 1539 through 1785. Once you pass through the door, you'll find yourself in a large courtyard called the Plaza de Armas. The Plaza de Armas is the heart of El Moro, and it's where soldiers would have trained and drilled. The fort is open to visitors daily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Guided tours are also available, and audio tours are available. One of the most interesting parts of El Moro is the dungeon, which is located on the lowest level of the fort. The dungeon was a dark, damp place where prisoners were kept in squalid conditions. You can still see the chains that were used to restrain the prisoners, as well as the graffiti they carved onto the walls. From the Plaza de Armas, you can climb up to the different levels of the fort using a series of ramps and staircases. Each level has its own unique features and views. The upper levels are particularly impressive with stunning views of the ocean and the city of San Juan. Overall, a visit to El Moro is a fascinating look into the history of Puerto Rico and the military tactics of the Spanish Empire. The construction of El Moro began in 1539 and continued over 250 years, with various additions and renovations made by the Spanish, British, and American military forces. El Moro played a crucial role in many battles throughout its history, including the 1595 attack by the English, the 1625 attack by the Dutch, and the 1898 bombardment by the American Navy during the Spanish-American War. The fort is named after the promontory on which it is built, which was originally called Morro Hill. Moro meaning promontory in Spanish. I believe there are 70 steps going down to the next level. They are wide and easy to walk down, but we have to remember that we will have to walk back up these steps. One side you go down and the other side you come back up. El Moro was the gateway to the New World. By 1500, Spain claimed the entire Caribbean basin, with large quantities of gold, silver, spices, and exotic wood in their Central and South America colonies. Control of the Caribbean became essential to Spain's economic interests. As a protected harbor at the entrance to the Caribbean, San Juan became an important part of Spain's strategy to protect its American empire from European rivals. No matter which level you're on at El Moro, there are stunning views of the Atlantic Ocean, and I bet this would make for a beautiful sunset deck. The large concrete structure with dark slits looming up in front of us is a coastal artillery observation post that U.S. Army built here during World War II. Reading El Moro's walls, ramps, and plazas all serve specific purposes. Understanding what the parts of the fortification are and how they were used reveals much about the history of this place. So this is the view from the ladies' room into the castle El Moro. Pretty spectacular, right? Oh my word. This is where the cruise ships go out. That's the port right in there. That's why the fort is built here. And we just saw celebrity leaving. There it goes. Now we're heading that way.
Let me know when you're ready.
This unique circular staircase was strategically located to provide soldiers quick access between the levels of the fortification. Unique circular staircase at the Moro. Pretty steep. While here, located at the eastern entrance to the Caribbean Sea, Puerto Rico was key to controlling the entire region. Given its strategic location, Puerto Rico has long been coveted by powers wanting to exert influence in the Caribbean. Opening of the Panama Canal in 1914 created important shipping lanes connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans that passed directly by Puerto Rico. The Spanish sought to protect the strategic port of San Juan from their rivals by fortifying the entrance to the city's harbor in the 1500s. Over the centuries, the city's defense grew into an elaborate system of fortification. In the age of sailing ships, ocean currents and winds carried vessels from Europe almost directly to Puerto Rico with supplies of fresh food and water and dockyards where ships could be repaired. San Juan was a welcome port to Spanish fleets after crossing the stormy Atlantic. That's why El Moro is here. For many Puerto Ricans in the 1800s, El Moro came to symbolize oppression rather than protection. Local political dissenters and independence activists were often imprisoned in makeshift dungeons in the fortification. The end of an empire, weakened by international conflict and civil war during the early 1800s, Spain lost control of much of its once extensive American empire. A series of wars of liberation in the 1810s and 1820s led to the independence of Mexico, Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina, Peru, and Chile. By the 1870s, only Cuba and Puerto Rico remained under Spanish rule. The fort is surrounded by a moat which is now dry and serves as a popular place for visitors like me to take photos. The moat was originally filled with water and had a drawbridge to prevent attackers from crossing. We hope that you have enjoyed this tour of El Moro as much as we have enjoyed sharing this with you. Usually the grounds of El Moro is a popular place for kite flying, but because it was super windy today, there were not many kites out. This interesting sculpture is the Balaja sculpture, and it was installed in 1992 as part of the 5th centennial. Filming for the very popular music video Despacito by Luis Fonsi, Justin Bieber, and Daddy Yankee took place in December 2016 in La Perla and the bar La Factoria. Hopping, whatever it is. No, it's this. La Factoria was recommended by our son, but at the time we didn't realize that part of Despacito had been filmed in here. We were wondering why the line was out the door and around the corner like this. Factoria.
My son came here, that's why I didn't realize.
The colorful streets in Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. So beautiful. Oopsie, but be careful for the traffic that tries to cut you off. Some of the buildings are really old, right? I guess all of them, but some of them have been restored.
Yeah.
Like this one is being restored. La Placita de Santurce is a must-stop for anyone visiting Puerto Rico. The location was founded more than 100 years ago as a two-tiered market square. The market was a place where people could buy fruit, vegetables, meat, and so much more. Nowadays, during the daytime, it still functions as a marketplace with some restaurants open, but in the evening by 6 p.m., the famous Placita de Santurce fully comes to life. You'll find all types of restaurants here with lots of local foods, lots of empanadas and alcapurrias and all types of local dishes. But the best part is the music. The locals flock here for the live bands, especially from Thursday till Sunday. There's live bands every night, and this place is simply awesome, filled with energy. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you will get our weekly videos. See you on the road.